Hey guys, this is Miguel from Rambling and Roving, and today we are shooting here live from La Punta in Puerto Escondido, and I wanted to make a short video about my experience staying here in La Punta versus Puerto Escondido. As you can see, right behind me is the bay with Puerto Escondido right there in the back. I don't know if you guys can see it. And you have this long stretch of beach that culminates in this place which is called La Punta, the point. This is where people come to surf. Anywhere from beginners to people who are more intermediate surfers, people who want something that's a little more laid back, a little more on the hippie side or the more casual side, away from like the more touristy places and crowds in the actual town of Puerto Escondido, and closer to the beach, closer to nature, and more of like the tropical beachy vibe than Puerto Escondido. So we ended up finding a place here in La Punta kind of by accident, and it has been a very mixed experience so far. The internet is not as reliable as it is in town. The sewer systems are a little sketchier, infrastructure is a little sketchier. It's a little more isolated from produce stores and other things. And if you want to do anything in town, you have to go all the way to town to actually get supplies or go to like a nicer restaurant or something. La Punta is a very cool place if you're young and hip, and if you're into the surf scene and more into just being and doing your own thing more than going around places and like trying like a bunch of new things. I felt that there wasn't so much to do here, so much as the actual draw of La Punta is to be. So the draw of the whole place is to be here and chill and come out and enjoy the lifestyle that La Punta affords. So whether that's surfing or whether that's bar hopping on a Tuesday or going to the beach, and it's just a very different environment than the actual Puerto Escondido itself. So it's been different than what we imagined when we first came here to Puerto Escondido, but in many ways it was the quintessential Puerto Escondido experience. You know, the bohemian laid-back vibe, and just having access to the beach at any moment, when we wanted to take a little pause from work and just come out to the beach, we could do that. Or to find like a restaurant or like a place to hang out for a little while. It's all possible here, but it's more than a place where you're just constantly checking things off of your bucket list. This is a place to enjoy the lifestyle. So who would I recommend La Punta for? La Punta is for the young, hip crowd who wants to surf and wants to be at the beach all day, who wants something of a more casual, laid-back environment to be in with other cool, young, hip people who are just coming to experience, I mean, the nature, the beach, and the surfing. If you're a surfer, maybe more on the intermediate side, because the Puerto Escondido ocean is not necessarily the best place to pick up surfing necessarily. It's a pretty rough sea, as I kind of discovered to my own surprise. But it still is a place that I will always hold in my heart dearly. This is a place where I spent so many afternoons with my girlfriend just watching the sunset, just watching the sun disappearing over the horizon, over these beautiful, colorful Pacific Ocean sunsets. this is the beach where I rented a surfboard and just went out and learned how to surf one knock and one huge wave at a time. And this is the place where we spent so many nights just going out and enjoying the nightlife. I mean, the chill, not like a real party, it's not like a real party place, but you still have like the nightlife, the tropical vibe, like the cumbia music and the mezcalerias, and like a little more of that authentic Oaxaca vibe mixed in with this countercultural bohemian subworld that lives here. I would really recommend this as a place for people who want something that's a little different, that's a little more like on the younger, hipper side. And if you're really into surf, this is a place where everybody just comes to surf. If you want just unbroken stretches of beach, which granted you can't really go into because the current is so strong and because the ocean waves can be pretty strong, it still is kind of fun to go in and become a child again, like just tumbling over in the waves while they're pulling you in and out of the ocean. But this is a place for soulful people who are looking for a time away from the world, who want to step into their own little world and just create the experience that they want to create, as opposed to following an itinerary and checking things off of a bucket list. So if you're that kind of person, and if you want to have like these kinds of tropical adventures, be sure to head down here to La Punta. In any case, it's 10-15 minutes away from Puerto Escondido when you step on a 10 peso van. So you're not gonna be missing out on the other beaches and the other things to do either. But it's definitely a very different experience from staying in actual Puerto Escondido. So we hope you found this video really informative, and I hope you enjoyed the ocean views that I've called home for the past month or so. So I hope you come here and you have the best of travels. So if you're really on the fence about staying here or not, just buy that plane ticket, book that hotel, and come on down here. The water is warm.